Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. They go play action here on first down. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing on third. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Goff. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now it's Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They get it to him running left. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lead! There you go, 368!
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The Rams on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Gurley again here on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The Rams on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Dalton, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw here, Dalton. And that's caught left side, Seals Jones with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. This will be Dalton again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 45. After the interception, here's Goff. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Adam Humphries deep to return. Two minutes remain here in the first half. So the Rams call on Johnny Hekker here to punt it away on 4th down. More from the desert after this. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So out now come the Cardinals. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Dalton. Forced out to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Play action now, Dalton. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll have to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. And oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's That's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
DC! Whirling!
C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think just...
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run again with Logan. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They go 368. They go 368.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. On for his second punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
180.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Goff on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Returnable here from the 38. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Dalton sets up play action. Sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Dancing to his left. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They run with Logan. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13 and also a first down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They hand off to their big tight end, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jermaine Gresham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Samson Ebukam in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was the free safety LaMarcus Joyner that time, able to make the play.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Dalton. Flush to his right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. He'll look to set up his blockers. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Andy Dalton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abukum. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
There you go, 368. 368.
Dalton here from the gun. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Dalton, quick hitch, complete. It's Cole. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is Logan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cards, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.